Is web development hard? Well, not really. So in front end web development, there are three main elements: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. A lot of tutorials or courses will start you off and say, hey, here's some HTML. And then once you get that down, we're going to get into some CSS. And then once you really have that, we'll do some JavaScript. What I'm going to do real fast is show how all three work together. So if you were hesitating jumping into web development because you were maybe thinking that it was too hard, maybe this will nudge you in the right direction to get started. So it's something to get you started real quick. So it's written in text editors, right? So you could even use Notepad for something like this. What I'm using right now is a program called Sublime. And what I did was I went to File, Open Folder, and the folder where I wanted to save my files is what I clicked on and opened it. And then I went in here, created a new file, and saved it. And what I saved it as was this file name, index.html. And the more you get into this, you'll see why. But you can name this anything with the extension .htm or .html. We're going to just begin. So I'm telling the browser or whatever program is reading this that this is an HTML file. And these things here, they're called tags. And generally, it opens, you have an opening and a closing tag. And just like the human body, you have a head and the rest that we'll call the body. The body is the stuff that you see on the screen. So inside the head is other information about the website or the page. And I keep messing this up. So it is going to be, is web development hard? And this is like what you see when you search for something on Google and it shows you the title of the web page. That's this title in the head tag. And then if you want to see your work, all you have to do is open that file in your browser. So nothing here in the body on the page, but if you look closely up here, you can see that our title is there. Okay. So then to go a little farther or further, I'll put this new tag H1, which is basically a heading. And our heading is web development hard. This could be anything. So by default, if I save and come here and refresh, it shows up in the body. See? Really easy. Very easy. What if I wanted to change how this looked? That's where CSS comes in. And even in our HTML page, we can do some CSS. So I'll go back in the head, put this style tag, and I have my tag name here. All I have to do as a CSS selector is this curly braces. Could zoom this a little bit. And I have my selector, open curly brace, close curly brace, inside a style tag. This part here is CSS. And my property, color, the value, red. Save. Go back, refresh. Now it's red. Easy. See, you know CSS now and HTML. You're wonderful. Now, I can do another one. I'm going to do the exact same thing. And inside of here, I'll give an attribute There's a name of the attribute, which is ID, and the name is greeting. So I'm identifying this specific heading. Then I can add something you see all the time, a text box, right? We're going to have an input. The type will be called text, and I'll give this an ID as well so that I can identify it. It's going to be first name. Okay? So we can go back and take a look. And we have our text box here. Go back into Sublime. And let's do some JavaScript. You could also do that inline in HTML. And I keep doing that. I don't know why. I am going to write a function. A function is something that is going to get done. And you'll understand here real quickly. I want to say hello. So var, I'm creating a variable, and you'll understand that too. Just follow along. First name equals document, because this is an HTML document, so I am telling the document get element by ID. See, remember we had those IDs? That's step one. Then I want to get the other one as well. See, and if you get these special IDEs, they're called, text editor, it can complete the code for you. So see, even easier. And which one do we want? Greeting. And I want to use this function to change the HTML that is inside my heading, right? Name header, which we called here greeting. I'm going to change that and say hello. Put a space. This is a string, right? You'll get into that later. And I want to get the value of first name. First name is this input. So I want to get the value of input and make that the HTML after combining it with hello. So let's see what this does. Right now, it doesn't do anything. Nothing, no buttons. I can press enter, nothing happens. We need a way to get this information. All we did was say, this is the function. This is what's going to happen once this function is called. So on my input, I'll say on input. See how easy that is? It's just like English. Say hello, and that's how I call this say hello function. Okay? Let's see if that does anything. Maybe have to refresh. Oh, look at that. This is so awesome. Oh, look. Let's go back now. See, I did that. But now, what I want to do is I want to add that exclamation mark. Remember, this is the HTML that we're going to render in this string. So I'll say plus, and then just put my exclamation point there. I save this, come back, refresh. Don't forget to refresh. Kelvin. Hello, Kelvin. But see, this looks too much alike. Let's go and change this. Okay. If I change the color of H1, it's going to change both of these. So instead, I have another way to identify this second H1. The second one, look, it has an ID. So I can say specifically, I want greeting color blue. And then we can go and check. And I'll type my name again. Hello, Kelvin. And it's blue. One last thing. If we have a page, we need to know what we're doing here. So I'll do a P tag, which is short for, you guessed it, a paragraph. And I'm going to say, please enter your name with the colon. Don't forget, save. Open the browser, refresh. It says, please enter your name. Now I know what to do in this box. And as I type, it is going to enter it here. So is web development hard? No, because you just made a very quick, pretty impressive site. So go ahead, comment, like, and subscribe, and share this video with someone who you know may like it. Thank you.